Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. This is T-Bone logging in with a mini review of Batman Arkham Asylum. So, without further ado, let's put 5 minutes on the clock, with the time starting now. Batman Arkham Asylum is a third-person action-adventure where you get to play the iconic superhero. The game was released in 2009 by Warner Bros., developed by Rocksteady Studios, whose previous game was a first-person shooter called Urban Chaos Riot Response. The Game of the Year edition then followed in 2010. The game was a multi-platform release, and there are times it shows in the port, most notably the cutscenes, which are rendered outside the game engine and locked to 30 frames per second. There are a reasonable number of graphics options, however this can only be accessed in a menu outside of the main game. This is frustrating if you are trying to optimise the frame rate or graphical fidelity on your system. The story starts with Batman capturing the Joker and driving him to Arkham Asylum. While this may seem like the end of the game, this is far from it. Batman suspects Joker is up to something and he has caught him too easily. His suspicions are proved correct when Joker breaks free in the asylum, trapping Batman in there with him. Now Batman must unravel Joker's plan and stop it from happening. While it is a linear campaign, it is a very enjoyable one with an ending leaving you wanting more. Graphically, the game does look good. There are some points where the texture quality on some surfaces could be of a high resolution, however in general the world of Arkham Asylum is well realised. The animation quality is excellent and very fluid, with Batman easily transitioning from running, jumping or gliding as necessary. As mentioned before, there is a noticeable difference in cutscenes rendered in-engine in comparison to those that are not. I preferred the in-engine cutscenes better as it wasn't as noticeable and it didn't break the immersion as much. The sound design is first rate in the game. Dark or scary moments are well realised with unsettling whispers in the morgue or jump scares well scored. The music is well used in this game, providing the necessary backdrop. The voice acting is excellent. The performances from Kevin Conroy as Batman, Mark Hamill's Joker are superb, as are the rest of the cast on the whole. The gameplay is very good in this game. The game introduces new techniques and gadgets along the way. These vary the gameplay and add to the experience. Apart from a couple of upgrades, you can unlock these with experience points earned as you progress. Combat mainly consists of either hand-to-hand or stealth. The hand-to-hand combat is a free-flowing system of move and counter-move in a way that feels fluid and becomes intuitive. Batman's moves have punch and dynamism with other techniques added along the way. These include using batarangs and explosive charges to take out the enemy as well as stunning them or throwing them. The stealth parts of the game are well realised. This is just one of the uses of detective mode, which highlights armed enemies in red and unarmed in blue. Batman is not entirely invincible. Against automatic weapons or melee weapons he is vulnerable without using the right tactics. Detective mode is also used in a limited capacity to investigate crime scenes and solve environmental puzzles and pick up trails. This is a nice addition to the game and a great way to lead you to the next part of the story. While detective mode does provide a 3D X-ray style colour mesh of the world, there are times where it does distort your level of perspective. While I did play the game through with it on most of the time first time through, I found on multiple playthroughs using it less, partly to appreciate the graphics and partly to regain that perspective again. The Joker is not the only villain in the mix. Bane, Zsasz, Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn and Killer Croc all make appearances to a greater or lesser degree. The Riddler is there as well, but never in person and doesn't feel fully realised. Instead, the Riddler challenges involve collecting items such as trophies, destroying Joker teeth as well as solving riddles. These will lead you to go back and forth to areas sometimes several times to complete them as the game progresses. Scarecrow is well realised too, featuring some of the more scary and psychotic sections of the game, leading to a 2D style platforming section, which is a great change of pace, if a little disturbing at times, with memories of those sections lingering long after you've played them. The boss battles and encounters are good, but a number of them use the same tactics and could have been done with more variety. On medium difficulty, the game doesn't provide much of a challenge in the beginning. However, the difficulty does increase at a good pace, leading to some failure states and game over moments. Fortunately, the checkpoint system is well done, leading to minimal repeat gameplay required. Although the map does stay the same, the layout does change with different challenges presented as the game progresses. This means there are times you have to find alternative ways to an area or face an enemy you haven't faced previously. Hard mode is genuinely hard, removing attack warnings from enemies and providing more of a challenge. However, this still feels fair and very satisfying to play. Batman Arkham Asylum is a great game. Apart from the Riddler challenges, the game is quite linear, but definitely worth playing with plenty of material to keep your interest. Even after the story is complete and after all the Riddler challenges are done, there are still score attack challenges in the game. This game is definitely a fine example of the genre and one that should be in your library. Thank you for watching this review. Until next time, take care and enjoy your gaming. This is T-Bone logging off.